And right here you're seeing the green rooms, one of the rooms we have. We have about the green room, we're doing the hospitality room, and then we go inside the haven, we're doing that. But this is a paint job that we just did. Two coats of kilts is on there, and basically we're getting the red paint tomorrow for the kitties. And this is hanging with the kitties, man. And we do this every Sunday. And right now, we're still having some technical difficulties and stuff like that. So you got to bear with me how I change camera positions. All right. So let me just show you how we do that. All right. So I'm gonna change camera positions. Okay. Oh, is that a fight? Hang on. They're playing. All right, yeah. Look at the Siamese man. He got buddies and stuff, and there's kittens, and yeah. Hey, thank you for the kitten food, man. Two cases came in, and two bags of dry. That was phenomenal. So let's see what's going on. Kitties on the table, kitties on the chair, man. They live in luxury, man. They got it so bad and stuff, don't they? So my name's Rick, and this is Hang with the Kitties. So let's try some things a little bit different, okay? Let me see what happens when I hit this. Alright, that's what I want. It goes down, and then let's go to another camera shot. You ready? Alright, this is remind me later. So there we go. Look at the zoomies, man. They got the zoomies today, the little babies. We got 17 kittens in there, and thank you very much. See kittens in the bowl, food bowl right now, and we got 17 kittens from wee ones all the way up to 10 months. And this Royal Canine food, man, it is working really well, man. You know, when we had the babies on the other diet, they didn't get what they needed. But with this Royal Canine food, it really is working well. And you can donate some just by going to our website, puffypawskittyhaven.org. All right, you can do that if you want. Um, we are solely at your mercy. Without you, we cannot do Puffy Paws Kitty Haven. This is 20 years now, man. And I still got to do what I did 15 years ago, 14, 13, 12, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You know, there's no quitting in cat rescue. Just like Tom Hanks said, there's no quitting and there's no crying in baseball. So, this is a calling, man. Once you make a commitment to these kitty cats, you gotta follow through. You gotta have vet care. You gotta feed them. You gotta house them. And we've been doing this. Chrissy takes care of the kitties, and what I do is I take care of the business side of it. I'm a social media high tech. Oh, look at the zoomies, man. They're all over the place. Look at the cats climbing, man. Do you see, do you see the cat on the right by the chandelier? You see him? It's kind of hard to see him and stuff like that. But yeah, that's one of the cats that was left. That was one of the kittens that was left in the driveway and stuff. Just left him there, man. That's dumping cats. That's a misdemeanor, believe it or not, misdemeanor. And we also got the Pop Culture Antique Museum to support the kitty cats. It's becoming a really well-known um, roadside tourist attraction. Look at the kitties, man. They got the zoomies all over the place. So, if you are, how many kitties do you have, and where you're watching from? Come on, this has to be interactive. We gotta get some feedback. But here's the thing: I can't see it. I can't find restream chat. I'm so sorry. So just let us know how you like the show. Say hi, and then after the show we can read the comments. They're wonderful comments, because they really do uplift us, our souls. You know what I'm saying? Here, let me. They're cool. Look at them fight, man. This is what kittens do, man. They're living in luxury, man, and that's what we want. Here, let me see if I can fix this. All right, hang on. Let's go to high definition. Let's fill up the whole screen. You ready? All right, you ready? Did it fill up the whole screen? Nah, kind of like, right? If not, I gotta get the vet tech in here. So all the kitties got the zoomies tonight. They're nice and snuggled in the AC. And we do need funds to complete the other room and stuff. So we got three cameras working in here. We just gotta get the fourth camera. But is that cool, man? Just we've been doing this since 2009, since we can't have people in at the Haven. So we've been doing this at 2009. Um, yeah, today we had a major leak with the AC at the Pop Culture Antique Museum. Yeah. Oh, I'm tired, man. I'm just talking. You know, it's if you want to donate, man, just donate. Puffy Paws Kitty Haven.org. Just make a donation today, man. Let's see if we can raise $100. If we can raise $100, that would be great, right? That would be great. So let's go to another. Let's go to another view. You ready? Let's see. There we go. Okay, hang on. Just bear with me. We do a full view. Gotta hit HD, and I gotta come over here, and there we go. This is a full view. So look at all those kitty tunnels. Cats in the cat food bowl, man. They got food 24/7. They ain't got no worries in the world, man. That's why we love cats. And these kitties are available for adoption, so just let me know, okay? Let me know if you see a kitty, man. We'll arrange a play date. How does that sound? Let's go over the history of Puffy Paws Kitty Haven. When I met Chrissy, she had three kitties: Stinkles, um, Fuzzy, and Shadow. And Fuzzy was my buddy. Stinkles was he was aloof. Shadow was the old wise man, a black Bombay. Fuzzy just was a great kitty cat, and Stinkles, he was a various mix. So he did his own thing, you know. He did his own thing. Fuzzy and me, we got attached, we bonded, and these kitties, man, changed my heart, you know. And then I got a job work, and then we got Boo Boo and Taz from a rescue. They were found. They were sisters, and they were found at Johnny's Car Wash up in Sarasota, Florida. And so basically, then we got Peppy. I forgot the other kitty's name. Chrissy knows it from AT. I was doing AT&T. Somebody was giving away kittens, and we took three of them. And then we took four. Then we took 14. Then we got 20, 26. And then around about 70 kitty cats. And after a move, we rescued about 30 cats from the Catwoman shelter. And basically, it was deplorable conditions. And so we rescued 30 cats. Very, very expensive, man. We weren't nonprofit back then. And we were doing a lot of dentals. We spent a lot of money, man. And during those years, about $100,000 we were spending on these kitties. And then one day I had $50 in my pocket from sales. I was a graphic artist back in the day. And then basically, I said I'm gonna get a video game because it was PlayStation 1 and they were like $50. And Chris says, "No, you're not. You're gonna get Linkerson for the kitty cats that had stomatitis to hold it off because that's what the vet recommended." And so I blew a gasket. I'm like, no way, we gotta go nonprofit, and we did. We went nonprofit in November, '06. We got our 501c3 a couple years later, and then because of our accounting firm, we lost our 501c3 status, and we're working to get it back because she didn't file my taxes 3 years in a row. She took my money, but she didn't file the taxes. It's all on the Puffy Paws Kitty, puffypaws.org. So we just want to let you folks know that we're working on that. And so basically, we've been doing this for 20 years now. Can you believe that? 20 years, man. And I've been doing the Pop Culture Antique Museum for 17 years, the thrift shop. Every day's a new beginning, man. We face new. Let me change it, man. Everybody's eating. Yeah, we face new challenges every single day. Every single day we face new challenges. And how many people watch it? I can't really tell because of I can't really tell. All right. Nope, we didn't want to do that. All right, so anyways, guys, I'm just trying to see if I can tell how many people watch it from here because I can't find the restream chat. I should have looked for it before. Took a little nap. I'm in the Catmobile. It's a step van. That's the office for emergencies, man. Hurricanes, total destruction, start over, and a step van. Can you believe that? That ever happens to us? So basically, I wrote out 3 hurricanes in this, and it didn't tip over. The last hurricanes we had to do, what I had to do was move it to higher grounds because we had water. I mean, not the first one, but after Helena, then Milton came. Milton, I think we moved into Walmart's parking lot. So if you guys are enjoying the show, man, just give me a shout out, please. Okay. Then we know. I don't even know how many viewers we got. So we're gonna go. We're gonna go to a different scene in a few, but enjoy the kitties, man. It's always nice watching the kitties, right? So enjoy the kitties. Let's see where we're gonna go next. Yeah, there's a lot of action here, guys. A lot of action here. So let's go to the action. Lights, camera, action, go! Cats be cats. There we go. Cats be cats. Yeah, we are getting the glitches out, let's say. You know, we got a lot of glitches, and we're getting the glitches out. And so, basically, by next week, hopefully, we'll have more cameras hooked up. And, that's the cool thing. Maybe we have some cameras by the food, watching them pig out. So that's what we're going to do. Got a hefty week this week, man. It's brutal working in this sun. Chrissy's in and out, taking, scooping boxes. So she gets overheated easily because she's in and out with the dumpster. Oh, yeah, and the dumpster, man, we got to do a fundraiser for that, man. We're way behind. Before it used to be free, and then they took it over. I got so much work to do, man. Paperwork, sit my butt down. It's just, sometimes it's overwhelming, man. Sometimes it's overwhelming doing this, and it's just like, I live by a couple simple rules. I stay in today, man. Can't go into tomorrow. Yesterday's gone. Stay in today. Stay in the solution, not the problem. When you stay in the problem and bitch about what's going on, you're just exerting energy. You're getting stress. You're getting your blood pressure up. So automatically I look for a solution and I stay in it, and that soothes my soul. I improvise, adapt, and overcome. Little, that's from the Marine Corps, even though I was Army. And basically I just do it, man. Pray to God that I can get it done. Just pray to God that I can get it done. And over here in Inglewood, man, the haters are at it again. 20 years of surviving the hate in Inglewood. I'm going to tell you why. When there's money, power, and prestige is always evil east. And now with the groups, internet, and anonymous groups, they call me Catman, and everybody has a Catman story in Inglewood, either with praise or scorn. And then a lot of comments, liable comments, they just say crazy stuff. The keyboard warriors, and they kind of like slammed me the other day, like a week ago. Put money in our pockets because for the kitties because people read it, were curious, wanted to find out for themselves, wanted to meet me for myself, and so basically, yeah, I'm kind of raw, I'm kind of crude, I'm kind of rude at times, but that's just my personality, and I got a big mouth. We got the Cursors Museum, we got the Pop Culture Antique Museum. My look, I got a mohawk. You know, I'm a First Amendment auditor, not auditor, First Amendment activist. Basically, I do the Pioneer Plaza website, and that's our local park that they hold events in. So I do the schedule and I take the pictures, and yeah, sometimes people get really crazy when I just take the pictures. Talked to a cop once, and I said, "Look, man, I'm not out here for clicks. If I get a good video, I get a good video, but I hate editing it because when you're editing it, you're like, man, why am I editing this? What is my mission? It's a museum and the cats. You know what I'm saying? Make sure Chrissy has everything she needs, and then I take care of the bills, and I sell the stuff. I deal with the customers, and yeah, man. Tomorrow I'm off. We got to clean up a mess because we put an AC in. The handyman didn't put a backing on the back, and man, everything got flooded, man. Got some damage too, man, because we got some really heavy band rainstorms from her tropical storm Bertha, and it is going to develop, man. And if you want to know what I watched, so I can keep a peace of mind when I do the hurricane watches, I go to Mr. Weatherman. He just tells the truth. In Florida, man, a lot of these news stations, they just hype up the hurricane, hype up everything, scare you half to death, and then basically, you just get so stressed out. So I found Mr. Weatherman, and I watch him. He's soothing. He tells the truth. He tells you when you're going to have to get ready, you know. And so I like Mr. Weatherman. We're right now the Catmobile. So this is our office. Okay, so we're back. Sorry about the drop off. It said we were disconnected, but I was explaining we got the Catmobile, and and it's a mini office, so we got that back. We're going to get the generators, test the generators. We got to do that, man. It's just so damn hot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got a handyman too. He helps me out. It's Kel. He's 70 years old. And I got to watch out for him. I just can't have him working in the heat and then get him overheated and then he gets in the hospital or his kidney shuts down, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, we got a lot of work this week, man. And we got so much going on, dude. Everybody, we got so much going. We have the garage. That's where the outlet center is, and the garage is. That's where we fix the vehicles for the Cursors Museum. We are a tourist attraction, man. Just to support the kitties, man. All right, to the cats. Nope. Yep, the cats are still going. Okay, let's still go to another scene. Okay, this is pretty good, man, with the three cameras that I'm doing it. So here we go. Let's go over here. I just my God, I'm kind of slow. There we go. Watch this. There you go. Yeah. So you guys liking the show, man? Chrissy's not is under the weather right now. She's very stressed, man. Very, 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 very stressed. She usually puts treats out for the kitties. I'm like, nah, just don't do the show. I got this covered. And I can talk forever. I got the biggest mouth of the South. And yeah, we gotta revamp. I guess this is like therapy right now. I just gotta try to get. See, I go to point A to point B, and then I gotta go to point C, and then I gotta go to point D, and that C and D, man. When you go to point A to point B, you don't have that energy anymore. So I just gotta pray for that energy to do what I gotta do with the paperwork and all that good stuff. You know. Um, and it's like I said, it's brutally hot. So, but we still got outside stuff to do, man. we got the fleet for the museum. You know, thank God for my mother. You know, she's helped us out through the years. She's gone now. You know, so I did get I didn't even tell anybody this. You know, I took my inheritance, $68,000, probably $100,000, and gave it to Puffy Paws. We needed we needed bill money, and the donations weren't coming in, man. It's kind of hard because I completely understand it, man. It's a rough economy out there, right? I mean, the kitty lovers who were donating 25 bucks a week, 50 bucks a week, man. When we got into trouble, when we asked for help, well, that money's going in the gas tank. That money's going in the groceries. That money's going for the lights. Disposable income is very, very tight right now. And with Facebook, a lot. It's like sometimes I think I need a college degree to figure out the advertising. You know what works, what doesn't work, the algorithms. Man, it changes all the time. You really got to be smart and be up on it. You know, we had Maria working for us, so she was taking care of a lot of the business. Yeah, this is a pretty big operation for three people. You know, and we got another handyman too. We have Tim. You know, Tim just and that's what you're looking. Kel started that. Kel did the painting, okay, and Tim did the floor. So it's kind of crazy what we do, man. It's just like nonstop go. You know, I may not update until tomorrow. Wake up at 9 o'clock and do the first update, or maybe I just should do the first update. You know, for the FPL bill, and wake up at 11 o'clock and then get the other one done at 12. I just may do that. I'm tired, man. I'm really tired. You know, I'm really, really tired. And, got to take care of myself and stuff with all my heart issues. I'm doing good. I'm holding my own, guys. I'm just holding my own. You know, sometimes I have wicked chest pains and you just don't know, man. It feels like a heart attack sometimes. All I can do is pray and take my nitro that they go away and it's not the big one. And that's what I got to do is start planning. You know what I'm saying? We're getting old. We got heart disease. You know, Chrissy can hang on. You know, but we got to start planning for that too. The final countdown, right? I mean, we started this at middle age. Now we're like freaking. I'm 63. She's 62 or one. I forgot. Don't say nothing, okay? Just don't say nothing. So do you guys like this, man? Let me know. Just talking, watching the kitty cats. There'd be a lot more action if Chrissy was there feeding the cats. Say, let's go to another. But at least I got the three camera shots going this week, right? So there we go. Look at these stinkers. Whoa, do you see that? They're just roughhousing. Tough kitty cats, right? Cut it out. You know, October, wait till it cools down. Now it's November. It used to cool down in October. You got to wear a jacket starting in October. Now you're lucky October, November, December. You're lucky if you have to wear a jacket in December. There is some cold days in January and February and March, but they're short. It's 6 and 6. So what are we up to? We're up to April, May, June, July. We got 2 more months to go, and this thing is, after September, man. It's still warm in October, but after September and October, that's hurricane season, baby. That's when the Sahara dust is not there, the wind shears are not there to break it up. So that's when we're counting, man, and that's why I'm trying to fix all these vehicles to get them to high ground. All right. So basically, we are in a B zone, and we didn't get flooded with Milton or Helena, but we almost did, man. It was across the street. Those poor bastards got flooded, man. You know, twice. And the restaurants like Farlow's, Chop House, all the restaurants on the beach. They first Helena. Oh, I forget. It was Milton or Helena. One or the other. I'll mix it up. I'll find out. But they got flooded, and then boom, I think Milton came, and really messed it up, man. That water was, it was like a war zone. Minnesota Key, that's where the rich people live. They got wiped out, man. Houses got wiped out. And fortunately, we didn't lose any lives. And one of the hurricanes, Ian, so I'm up and around. And I ran out of U-Haul during the hurricanes. That U-Haul, because everything's in there, man, when the supplies come. So just before, we've always running out of U-Haul, man. You can get through high water. You can get your supplies. You can get your generators. We can, you know, it's like a organization station. So we always get a U-Haul and stuff, and we always got water. So we're gonna need your help, man. We're gonna have to do another thing. So we gotta find more kitty lovers of the world. Oh, there's no kitties here. Let me go over here. Let me see where the kitty, 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 kitty. So let me know how you like this, man. Let me know how I did. All right. I got low self-esteem. So did I answer some questions? Oh, that's a beautiful ginger right there, man. And we got a beautiful Siamese. That they're so happy they get along, man. That's what people are like. How do all these cats get along? They just do, man. And remember, if this settings are right, because I'm in the Catmobile, we are live streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and many Facebook pages. And we can never thank you guys enough for everything that you do for the kitties here at Puffy Paws Kitty Haven. And hey, I'm just spilling the beans, letting you know, man, this is not easy, man. But we do it every day, man. We've been doing it for 20 years, saving kitties. We gave up our lives, you know what I'm saying? Chrissy gave up her life too, taking care of these little rugrats. We are the last house on the left. We say yes when others say no, you know, at times. Sometimes we have to say no. But in the extreme cases, you got to qualify. Assisted living. Your mom died. Cat has FIV, feline leukemia. You're allergic. It's the kids attacking the kids. Well, the kids are little bastards. I'm glad the cat's attacking them, but you give them to a shelter and the cat will be put down. The cat's peeing. Well, the kids are messing with them. Or you don't clean the cat litter box. Because when they get over there, man, they get in the hierarchy and they use a cat litter box. But sometimes we get peers, man, dirty, nasty cats. And they were going to go to the pound, man, to get euthanized. But we said yes. So, guys, just make a donation, please. Or go to our website, puffypaws.org, and basically donate some kitten food, a case of food. Either or. We can get it. We just spent $700 yesterday. It was a $6,000 payout week. $700 on dry food, wet food, kitten food. So it's funds in, funds out. And it's that time, folks. I want to say I had a great time with you guys just talking. I don't know who I was talking to, but my wife says I got a big mouth and I can talk forever, and I guess I did. Kind of like a podcast by myself, right? No visitors. Get out of here. I don't want to talk to you. That's ego stuff. Yeah, you got to have an ego doing this too. So basically, just having some, I guess, Chrissy does radio a lot. So guys, I got to say thank you very much for tuning in. Tim's here. We found out we had to clean out the gutters, and he's going to clean out the gutters, man, because with all this rain, the gutters weren't working properly and stuff. It's one thing after the other. All right, man. You guys have a very great evening, and stay tuned. Remember, same cat time,